everybody. Happy Friday to you. I think it's Friday. Isn't it Friday yet? Yes. Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song, where we get to do once more and again a sharing and singing and just feeling fabulous about everything and getting to have fantastic singers to lead us. And it's all just fabulous. I'm Kathy Bullock coming to you from I had to click something. I'm coming to you from Berea College in Kentucky, and I'm delighted to see all of you here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, family! So happy to see you again. Oh my God. And we have a special guest. Yes, Andy Davis. I'll talk to you about him in a minute. First, thanks to the fabulous Jaden, who is our tech person, keeps us running and keeps us going. And always honor to the great Joe Rossi, Carpe Diem, busy for continuing to make this unbelievable activity go on. We're at day 950. Can you believe that? Do it. Whoop with me for 950 days. Every day that the Daily Antidote of Song has been on, sharing the love. Welcome, Facebook friends, to join us today. If it's your first time, don't let it be your last. We're here every day, baby, at 12 noon New York time. And you know, you can do the rest of it. Okay. The first thing I have to do is just say hey to everybody. And then I introduce our guest who's going to sing for us. You are welcome in this place. You are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome in this place. Yeah, you're welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome in this place. Thanks for joining us, Andy. Thanks, Arlene in California. Kate, the birthday girl. Hey, happy birthday to you. And welcome, Carolyn in D.C. Natalia would be in Ida in Maine. Oh, Massachusetts, I'm sorry. Welcome, Bonnie in Idaho. Hey, Kevin in D.C. Ruth in Ruth. I got to see Ruth in person, y'all. It was just so much fun. Okay, when I was in the UK a couple weeks ago. Okay. Susan, good to see you. Curly Tops, them my people. Woo, I love you all in and excuse me, and all of you. Where are we? Ralph and Victoria, welcome. Diana, welcome. Mabel and the Bear, good to see you. Jenny in Suffolk of the UK. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Sarah Page in Texas. Christiana and Bob, it's at 950. Thank you for reminding us. Susan Miller in Seattle. Michelle Schuster in Silver Spring. And there's Pauline in Newcastle, UK. Hey, Carolyn in Boise. Amanda and I love that picture. That's la la. Happy birthday. Thank you. Amanda and Miles in Michigan. Let me see now. Where are we at? Pauline, I said Newcastle. Let me see. And where am I? Sheila in Florida, Annette in California. Kathy, welcome to us from the Arapaho Cheyenne. Isn't that gorgeous, pooch? Diane, hi. Deli, welcome. Welcome. CL's phone cat. Vermont. Fred in Silver Spring, good to see you. Don, always wonderful to see you. And will it again? Martha Wagner, good to see you. Joe Rossi. I have to say it like that. Trish, Victoria, Natalia. I saw you in Massachusetts. Bob, welcome with the bear and the bicycle cap. Jamie and Victoria, British Columbia. Thanks for joining us. I see an iPhone, a visitor from us. In your call, Chandler, your call. Gary, my dear friend of Massachusetts. There's a Nancy, there's Jim, there's Hildy, there is Sandy from Western North Carolina, Shari, Shakti, Lynn, and I think I got everybody. I think we'll have a special time throughout all of this as we're remembering Kate for her birthday. I'm just so happy to see you. I think, Ann, did I see you in Nashville? I hope I didn't miss you or miss anybody. And Kevin's coming on from the waiting room. But anyway, it's nice and rainy here in Kentucky. I don't know about where you are, but I am so excited. I always am. When I come here, yeah. They're
That is
fabulous
true,
people.
Kathy.
Now, this is Andy Davis. And so I will say the very one and only special, my friend Andy Davis is joining us. And he is not a stranger to the Daily Antidote of Song. And he has a special piece to share with us and a story that goes with us. Take it away, Andy.
Well, first off, I want to say, Kathy, every time I work with you, it's infectious. I don't know what you're like when you just sleep in late on a day you're not
It's not
working.
pretty. It's not pretty.
It's not pretty, but your public face is a gift. You're on a wonderful mission, and it helps all of us. And I love who you are, Kathy, and I love always working with you.
Back at you, Andy.
All right.
You
So,
and all the family.
full disclosure, Kathy comes to Vermont periodically and leads some gospel singing with our choir with Mary Kay Brass, and just always leaves us just ready for life. So anyway, I'm here in Brattleboro, Vermont, and Joe's been contacting me periodically for the last few weeks trying to come up with a date, and we came up with November 11th, and the first thing I thought of was Veterans Day. And today is a lot of the holidays have been moved to a Monday, and Veterans Day stays on November 11th, 11/11. And a lot of people may not know, I think many people do perhaps, that the armistice, the ending of World War I, was officially agreed upon at 11 a.m. on the 11th day of the 11th month. And that's why we had Armistice Day for so many years. And then after, I think in the 1930s, it became a national holiday here in the United States. And eventually, I think after World War II, became known as Veterans Day. And a lot of people know me as, kind of an educator and a little bit of a liberal and a little bit of a peace loving kind of person, and maybe don't know that I grew up in a military family. And both my grandfather commanded troops on the ground in World War II. And he was the kind of commander who was in the trenches with the men in the closing days of finishing World War II. And so I grew up, and then my father was also an officer in the engineers, and he was in the South Pacific. He got kicked out of West Point. His whole class got graduated 1 year early so they could go do what I would consider a internship in the end of World War II. They said, no point having you all here in the classroom. Go build some bridges and airfields down in the Philippines. So I grew up on Army bases with most of my longest friends in this world were other Army brats. We're known as Army brats. And my grandfathers were both military people. And I'm only mentioning this because I've always had this deep family respect for these people. They were highly regarded as people who gave, who served, who did what needed to be done. And some people have sometimes asked why my brother and I didn't go into the service. Well, I think I only need say one word: Vietnam. Vietnam hit our family as a huge controversial topic. And my mother was a very active civil rights activist, fair housing, voting rights, and peace activist. And my brother and I and my sister, we all grew up and went into the humanities because we'd been hauled around on all of these marches and done volunteer work in Washington, D.C. And my mother just steered us in a different direction than the military. But it's probably why I went into public education, perhaps. I've just always believed in public institutions and trying to make them better. So when we came up, so that's my story. That's my story, Kathy. I come into Veterans Day with a lot of respect for people that have, given everything. And it wasn't always the best mission, perhaps, that our politicians put forward, but the people that went out and did the work have tried to do it and given a lot. So here we are on Veterans Day. I know here in Vermont, there'll be all kinds of events today, and I'm sure in your communities as well. So I was thinking of a song, and this is one that has a long history, but I'm not going to tell you that long history because we're here to sing, right? But it's called Only Remembered. And it actually came from a poem written by a Scottish pastor known as Dr. Honarius Bonar in the 1870s. And he wrote a long poem about remembering people, eternal remembrance. And it was a very popular poem in the years of World War I, when there was so much loss and so many people just disappearing and not returning home. And it's been set to many different tunes. The one that I'm going to sing, I found in a collection by Vance Randolph, The Folk Songs of the Ozarks. This also appeared in the Broadway hit War Horse. It's just been done by so many people. It's been done by the group The Finest Kind. Some of you may have heard of that Canadian marvelous a cappella singing group. And everyone has a slight tweak on the words, but it's really entered, it's gone from literature into the folk realm. And it's really about passing and about remembering and about our place in the rolling on of generation after generation. So I'm just going to sing it, and it has a chorus, and only remembered, only remembered, only remembered. And the first time it's for what I have done. After the second verse, it's for what they have done. And after the third verse, it's for what we have done. So if you don't get those right, it'll be fine because you're on Zoom and it's all going to just sound perfect. So don't get too picky. I'll probably make a few mistakes myself, okay? And here we go, a little accordion music and only remembered. Up and away like the dew of the morning, soaring from earth to its heavenly home. Thus would I leave from this world and its toiling, only remembered for what I have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what I have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what I have done. Shall we be missed when others succeed us, reaping the fields we in springtime have sown? Nay, for the sowers shall pass from their labors, only remembered for what they have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what they have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what they have done. Only the truth that in life life we have spoken, only the seeds that on earth we have sown, these shall pass onward while we are forgotten, only remembered for what we have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done.
Yay! Yes, yes, yes. And thank you so much, Andy. Thank you for giving us, allowing us, ushering us into this time to take a pause and to remember and to honor those who have given their all in their lives for us.
Well, you know, Kathy, this my father made it to 97.
Whoa.
The quality of his life for the last bunch of years was not great.
Yeah.
But when he finally passed away, he had an opportunity to be buried at Arlington National Cemetery, and we had to wait. There was COVID. He didn't die of COVID. I think he died of being 97,
Wow.
and had a lot of other health complications. But we went to Arlington National for the interment of his ashes. And I just wanted to say, my whole family, we were absolutely astounded by the honoring, the respect. I'll never forget what that day was like, ever. You can say all kinds of things about the military, but when one of them goes down and they have an opportunity to show respect, it's a thing to behold. Musically, words, actions, just quiet honoring. This person, everyone deserves that. Every human being deserves that. But it was stunning. It was stunning for us as a family.
Yes.
So
that's absolutely fantastic and so important and richly deserved, to have your loved ones to be honored, not just by yourself, but others to see. And
I'm seeing a lot of comments. I know that my family is not alone.
No, not at all.
Family
In fact,
members.
Carolyn had talked about an ABC special on the Montfort Point Marines, who integrated the U.S. Marine Corps, and Obama ordering a long overdue congressional gold medals, and a friend of hers who was 96 from receiving that, taking a moment to honor. And there's so many others. I don't think we can do that enough, Andy.
We can't. We really can't. And the other thing, Kathy, that basic deep feeling is something, it could be more of a force to unify this country, which is right now, we've kind of brought the war home. I mean, it just kills me. I'm saying that metaphorically. It really hurts me to hear people even talking about civil war, and what a kind of naive thing that is to toss around. That's the worst. And we should be uniting over these deep things that we all share. And one of the things we do share is appreciation. Again, I'm not naive to the fact that many of our adventures overseas were not well thought out and were not well motivated. But one thing that does join us all as Americans is respect for people that have served us.
Yes.
And they did it out of service.
Yes.
And you're bringing up a powerful story with the integration of the military. My grandfather was from Georgia. Okay. And he was a very open-minded. He was a really good man. He was a really good man.
Well, if we didn't know before, we know you, Andy, and so all that goodness is just kind of flowing through from one generation to the next.
Well,
We
that's
pass
also
the
what
torch.
that
They pass the
song is
torch here.
about, Kathy. That
Yes.
song is about that we're only a piece. And we like to think that in this moment that, we tend to be a little taken with ourselves as a race of creatures, the human race. But, we're passing through. And I think that song is why it's so powerful to ponder, is that we all have a place in this. And the other thing is we don't have to be rich or famous to make that difference. I love what Martin Luther King said, to be great. I think this is a quote, to be great, you need only serve others.
Oh,
That's it.
that
We used
sounds
to
so
have that
good.
on the front, inside the front door of one of my schools. I always loved it. A picture of
Oh.
Martin Luther King. To be great, you need only serve others.
And
Ah,
part of the journey is looking for and seeing the greatness in others around you. Just presuming it's there and looking for that and uplifting that, the greatness in each other.
absolutely.
When you make that choice, then you're able to see, even when it's difficult to do so. And we can, yes, agree to honor those. Thank you for opening this story. I see there are many in the chat who are
Oh,
talking about family members. Yes, who have
I'm going
been,
to save the chat so I can read it later because
yes,
the
yes.
things I'm seeing here
Thank you
are
so much, all of
lovely
you, for
sharing on the
sharing.
part of everybody here. So,
Yes,
Jaden,
yes,
before we
yes.
end this, I want to make sure I save the chat here. So,
Oh, in Newcastle, Pauline said, I think he's listening. He was in the Army and WW2, and that's a family member for Pauline. And Jaden already says, yes, it will be saved, and Dad in the Navy in the Pacific.
and of course,
And
what Deborah is doing down there in Kentucky with our living veterans to help them find their way after sometimes really hard times. So, Deborah, I'm glad you're out there. This must be
yeah,
a day for you in your project,
absolutely. Thanks to Deborah here in Kentucky.
the
Yes,
Soldier
yes.
Project. Yeah.
It provides for me all kinds of rays of hope and uplift in a time when I go like, oh Lord, what is going on with our country? So taking this moment to honor and lift those. Thank you for allowing this to happen. Thank all of you for doing this in the way you have. Wow, there's a song circle, Schweinhaupt, that Fred was talking about. And wow, so much, so much.
Somebody put a link into the group Coop Boys and Simpson. It's a
Okay.
three man English singing group. They also do a version of this song.
Oh,
One
great.
thing that's unique in this Ozark one is many of them start with up and away like this, a star of the morning. But this one, it starts up and away like the dew of the morning. This idea of the dew evaporating off the grass and heading upwards. It's very humble that we're kind of not presuming to be a star in the sky, but merely the dew on the grass.
Yes, the dew just on the grass. Woo wee. So tell us, Andy, what else you have in store? You're always pretty busy, even though you tell me you're retired. Like I said, retired, ha ha.
Yeah, yeah. That is funny, isn't it, Kathy? My good friend Al Yanis, who's here today, Al is one of our great supporters of Nowell, Sing We Clear. That's spelled Nowell, the English spelling. And Al is reminding me to announce a concert we're doing in Brattleboro, Vermont, a live concert that will be streamed, and it's called Sing Noel. We lost our leader, the great Tony Barrand, Dr. Anthony Barrand, passed away this past January. He had a very wonderful life and left a huge legacy of song, story, and dance. And we're doing a concert. We just couldn't do the first holiday season without recognizing Tony. So we're doing a show. If you go to, it's in the chat. I think Jaden has put it in, noelsingweclear.com. Tony liked to make a joke. I like that .com. He would say, yeah, we're only in it for the money. Yeah, right, Tony. He liked that joke, though. But if you go to nowellsingweclear.com, it's in the chat. The link isn't up yet, but there will be a streaming on the evening of December 6th. And there will also be a live tickets available, and people are already buying tickets
Oh,
to
that's
come to this
wonderful and
show. And
exciting.
it's not just Fred and John and I with an empty mic for Tony. We have the group Windborne singing with us, which is a wonderful vocal group. My son has put together a group with his new bride. He just got married in October, and
your little boy got married. When
my
did that
little boy,
happen?
yeah, and
I remember him young, and I know he'll say, "Oh,
he's awesome." And he and his wife
fabulous."
Emma. We have lots of Emmas in our family, Kathy.
That's
They've
wonderful.
put
Send
together a
love to your
band,
son
and
and his new bride, and
they're
of
all going to be
course.
singing. They're both amazing singers. So Kathy, do we have time to
Oh, we must sing it again.
do this song again? I'm
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
actually, after all this talk, looking forward to seeing you all sing this again.
Oh, yes, we must sing that because we want to. It's important that we leave remembering, honoring, uplifting.
Yeah,
Particularly because it's Veterans Day, we're looking at those who served through the military. There are others who served in different ways,
absolutely.
service, period. And so let's take that time and lead us, Andy, again. Thank you
Okay, here we
so
go. The
much.
words are in the chat right there.
Yes,
Thank you,
we're ready, we're
Jaden.
ready.
Here we go. Up and away like the dew of the morning, soaring from earth to its heavenly home. Thus would I leave from this world and its toiling, only remembered for what I have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what I have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what I have done. Shall we be missed when others succeed us, reaping the fields we in springtime have sown? Nay, for the sowers shall pass from their labors, only remembered for what they have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what they have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what they have done. Only the truth that in life we have spoken, only the seeds that on earth we have sown, these shall pass onward while we are forgotten, only remembered for what we have done, only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done, only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done.
We remember
Kathy, I want to do this song together at some point.
Me too, Andy. Yes, 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 yes. I'm so thankful of this reminder, this moment, remembering, honoring, being in an attitude of gratitude for those who have gone before us. Whether it's major by the world standards or minor, we remember and we honor.
Absolutely.
For all our kin folks, whether kin by blood or not, our human folks, our humankind. Thank you, Andy, and thank all of you for sharing your stories. It's rich and it's so special. We remember for it. We have done, yes. Oh, don't forget December 6th, y'all, for the happening that's going to be going on that Andy's involved with. And there is information on the chat, and it will be on Facebook for those of you who want to find out more about it. We thank you, all of you on Facebook, for joining us this day, this November day, 11/11, this Veterans Day, this day of remembrance and honoring as we move forward. And let us keep that honor and carry it every day.
Yes.
And think about that every day as we move forward. Baton has been passed on, you know, reflecting and saying, yeah, man, all right, all right. So with that in mind, I'm going to say, see y'all later. And I want to thank Jaden for doing her tech magic, as she always does. And Andy, that was just precious, precious.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you to all of you. I love spending time here, so I'm feeling warm and fuzzy with all of you today because I'm just feeling I'm in that attitude of gratitude, Kathy.
In that zone, baby. Let's carry it forward. And so as you do, I'll pass it on to Arlene. Thank you for joining us. That lovely smile. Kate's birthday girl. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Yes. Enjoy your fancy. Oh, I think he stood up. Peace, love, and soul. And to all of us, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kate. Oh, y'all giving me the tears now here. Okay, now let's see. All right, where are we going next? Ann in rainy Nashville, thanks for joining us. Carolyn in D.C., Bonnie in Boise, Idaho, Kevin in D.C., Ruth in Birmingham, UK, Susan G., Curly Tops, hey, I want some. Oh, hi, love you all. Diana, thank you for joining us. Mabel with your bears, as always. Jenny in Suffolk of the UK, welcome and thank you for joining us. Kathleen in Albuquerque, Susan in Seattle, Michelle in Silver Spring, and your partner right there next to you, Pauline in Newcastle, UK. I love Newcastle when I visited. Carolyn in sunny Boise. I just love that picture, that happy birthday picture. It's fab. Oh my God. A moment. Yes, thank you. And then Annette in California, Sheila in Florida, Kathy from the Arapaho Cheyenne stolen land, but you are here to honor and not forget. Yes, Delhi. And Don in the curly tops. I love it. I got to come visit because I want to eat some. It looks so good. Okay, we got Fred in Silver Spring. Thank you, Martha Wagner. Thank you, Natalia Whitby and Ida in Massachusetts. Jamie in Victoria, British Columbia. Happy birthday from Nancy in. Gary, thanks for joining us as usual. Jim, good to see you. Hoda, hey, good to see you from British Columbia. Kevin, I haven't seen you forever. Hey, my friend. Cricket, thanks for joining us. Storm, with that hat, Storm is here. He's in the house, y'all. Yes, that's all I have to say. Kathy, do it. Thanks for joining us. Deborah, thank you for your work, my friend. Thank you for all of you, what you do. Trish and Victoria. Aloysius, thank you for joining us from Massachusetts. There's Diane, hey. Amanda and Miles in Michigan. I thought I saw Miles's lovely face, thanks for being with us. And Ralph and Victoria, Bob and the bear. Joe is, listening on as she always does. And hope everything is going well with you, Joe. And Shari, Lynn, Rachel, and Jane also are joining us. So with that, remember, lots of love, lots of uplift as we move forward to the challenges of today, knowing that you're not alone. Those who have come before us, we want to honor them as we move forward. And Kate, just jam on your birthday, girl. Whoop, whoop, whoop. See you all.